What is up, everybody? This is the weekly batch call. Now, look, I've gone live earlier today. It's just a continuation of what I've been doing. It's time to find some buyers. I've gone into a brand new market. I have no buyers. I have no money. All I have is my laptop and some free softwares and some free services from Google that I'm using, spreadsheets that I've made, and a phone. That's it. I'm going to a brand new place. It takes time. You don't just start immediately as a brand new wholesaler and just be like, okay, let me spend money on marketing or let me just make some calls. You can, but you might struggle to know what a deal is, or you might struggle to know what to do. So that's why today what we're going to do is do a continuation of finding buyers. And thanks to Batch, I'm going live on their YouTube channel every day in the month of February, showing you guys how to get a deal with $0. And on this call, we're going to find some buyers. There's so many different ways to find buyers, okay? So you have to do what's the most efficient and most effective. I'm showing you pretty much all the top ways that I know of, and I'm gonna make these calls and show people how to do it, but let's freaking go for it. So we're gonna talk about how to make Facebook posts, where to make them, how to find buyers that way. And another thing is you can use Batchleads. Batchleads is perfect for vetting buyers because you can actually see if you go to Batchleads, you just go to the area that you want. So this is probably the most effective way in my opinion, because there's better buyers than Facebook that pay a little bit more, who knows? So all you have to do is you have to go to the tab Cash Buyer, and then this will show you flipped properties that agents represent. So that's probably the best way because you can tell that these people are active because they have a property that they flip. Now, if you go to Facebook, you don't know if these clowns are real or not, but we're about to try and find out, right? This spreadsheet right here, this tells you every investing group on Facebook that you can join in your area, right? So I'm in Atlanta right now, so I'm going to go to Georgia. It's going to be a little time consuming, everyone, but I'm going to go in and join every Facebook group on here. Now that you've joined some groups, let's freaking make some posts in these groups looking for buyers. You can post about a real property you have, which is cool, or you can ask who is buying and get their contact info, which is fine too. In your post, let people know you're willing to hustle. And that's pretty much it. So we're going to have to wait a little bit to see if anyone responds. But what you can also do is if you're part of these Facebook groups, if you don't want to wait for people to fill out your form, you can just go to any of these other posts and you can see what cash buyers are out there by going to the search tab. You can say cash buyers. You can see what other posts people have made in the past. So that's how you can rock that. All right, we're good with that. It takes some time, guys. Not like you're going to get a buyer like within seconds. And again, we're not looking for deals yet. We're looking for buyers so we can establish a good relationship with people and bring them deals. So we did this. We already networked with Net Worth Realty, call nationwide buyers list, call investor-friendly title companies. So I did that on the call earlier, but let's call another one. Oh, okay. Let's get Min. Min's calling. Hello?
Hey, this is Min from Jenkins Title. I've just missed a call from
Yeah, Min, how are you? What title company did you say you were from?
Jenkins Title.
Jenkins Title, that's right. Yeah. So I'm just calling because I'm a wholesaler. I'm an investor that primarily does business in Utah, but I've been starting to get some leads out in the Atlanta area, and I didn't want to start working them or diving too deep into it until I had like a title company that I could work with. Do you work a lot with investors?
Yes, we have a good bit of clients. They're all like investors and wholesalers.
Great. Well, do you have a couple minutes I could ask you some questions, or are you busy?
Sure, you can ask me questions.
Okay, so I'm kind of newer to the area. I wanted to make sure I understood the rules and everything Atlanta with wholesaling. I know it's different than title companies, but is there any information you can give me on that?
So I'm not quite sure how does that work with Utah, but like in Atlanta, if you are like investor or wholesaler, then basically you, I believe you just need to find a property and to get, the seller to agree to sell to you, then you can, find your own buyer and get it sold to them. So that's how the game plays, right? But
Right.
we can also do assignment or double closing. It depends on the situation on different files. So
Great.
it also depends on the buyers. Some of the buyers are good with assignments, some of them they're not.
Okay.
And another thing is if they have a lender involved, right? So a lot of times lenders may not like assignment, so our client will need to change it to double closing.
Yeah, I've double closed several times. It's not a problem. There's just the closing costs and some fees, but it's all good.
So for our firm, if you are doing double closing, then on the AB side, we're only charged $250 for settlement fee, just because we're just doing the same work, but we need to prepare one more set of closing documents and get it executed over that way.
Okay.
But not going to be a full price for the settlement on the AB side.
Oh,
On the
okay.
BC side, it's the buyer who's going to pay. So it will be full price. So can I have your email address so that I can forward this one to you.
Of course. It's Nathan. My last name is Payne, and then it's investing. I'd love to save your info. Is this the best number to reach you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've just sent the email to you, so hopefully it's helpful.
I appreciate it, and hopefully we can do some business.
That'll be great. Thank you, Nathan.
Have a good one, Min. Let's go, Min. Min just gave me the top buyer in Atlanta. That's what I'm talking about, everyone. I'm telling you, if you just go to a market and you start doing deals, you don't really know what you're looking for. Now, because I've made a couple calls in 2 days of work, I know exactly who I need to be finding deals for. And it's a freaking hedge fund that's still buying. So I'm going to get tight with this hedge fund and I'm going to find them deals. That's how it starts. I'll be honest, this challenge, I've been like, man, things are going a little slow because I've had to set up a lot of things as a brand new wholesaler in a brand new market. But it's only been 2 days and I've only really been able to work like total of 5 hours. If you're telling me within 5 hours, I know the title companies to work with, the best buyer in Atlanta, according to her, I have all my spreadsheets, everything set up, my KPIs. I know exactly what actions to take, my Facebook group, so I can invite people to it. That's a lot. We're doing great. And so if you're watching this, this is how you get it done. So what are we going to do? We're going to put my girl's contact info in here. Min, she's the dopest. That's what relationships are key. You got to be able to connect with people. You got to be able to, make them feel good. There you go. So I got my title company. I feel pretty confident. I can hit up Min if I have any questions. She kind of gave me the scoop of how to do deals out there. So this is great. So she gave me the hedge fund that's still buying in this market shift. I haven't heard of a lot of them, but she gave me them. And here it is. RESICAP. She says that they're closing a lot of deals with them, which is freaking great. So let's give it a shot. So this is our buy box, all condition, no foundation issues, nor fire damage, no rental restrictions, no pool, no flood zone, no fire damage, no wood frame. And that's an easy buy box, right? So for example, if I go to Batchleads right now, so let's make a list in this area that I want to buy in, that I want to start looking at deals in. So let me show you exactly how I would start marketing to this area. I want to start being in the East Cobb area. I need to find deals that meet their criteria. So they want residential, they want single family. They want at least a minimum of 3 beds, minimum of 2 baths. They want at least 1,000 square feet. We want at least 50% equity, mortgage info, loan type. So there's this one that's active because this is currently listed. This is probably a good opportunity, right? So now we're looking, we know exactly what they want. Let's give this a call. So I got to determine what's the value of this property before I make an offer. So now we're jumping into making offers. See guys, this is it. You got your buyers, you're confident, you're ready to go. Now you start marketing, you start doing deals for free. Now you're rolling. Let's give her a shout out. Let's say, girl, you ready? Let me buy the house.
Hi, this is Jay.
Hey Jay, how are you? I'm calling about your listing on Chastain Lakes. Do you have a couple minutes to chat or are you busy?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm just giving a call about the property. I'm an investor out of Salt Lake City, Utah, but I've recently kind of backed out of my market and I'm coming into Atlanta. And I just saw your listing. I looked for some properties in the area that looked like it needed a little bit of work. I just wanted to call you and kind of get some more information on the property. Is that kind of the situation? It's being sold as is?
Yep, that's exactly it. And the owner and his wife, when they come back in town, they stay in it. They've lived in it, but they just don't have the time to work on it. So they're like, at this point, we're just going to keep it on the market. If somebody buys it, great. If not, then we'll just keep using it as a place to come and park when we're here. But they're like, if we can sell it, that'd be obviously the best thing for us.
So as an investor, we're always looking for good deals. They've probably gotten some lower offers and just saying, hey, no, we're just going to sell it if we get the right offer, right?
That's exactly right.
So I'm new to the area. I'm unrepresented. I don't have an agent that I work with yet. If we were to work some out, would you be able to represent me?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I can drop the price a little bit more, give you more concessions as well.
Okay. Is that what you do instead of double dipping? You just take off the price?
I make it so everybody's happy. So
okay, great.
There's no one thing, right? So everybody's a little bit different.
Yeah. So for me, either way, if you take both sides or you just bring it down a little bit, it's all good for me, right?
So we can say if it's going to take 25,000 or 30,000 of material and stuff to do it, then just ask him to pay 25 or 30 toward the purchase at the end. And
they'd be potentially willing to do that?
It's a net number to them, right? So
that's true.
Between that and commissions and everything else, so we can package it however the heck we want.
Gotcha.
But that'd be the cleanest way to do it, is just say, keep everything the same, but let's see if he'll give you guys a kickback for repairs and renovations.
Gotcha. Well, I don't want to waste your time. I know that if I, lowball you, it's probably not going to work. What price are the sellers? Where are they at? I know the listing's $425. I know there's always some wiggle room if it can get done.
I'd say get close to it and then ask for 30 or half of the renovations yourself.
I'd say let's give it a shot.
This is my cell number, so just text me your email address.
Okay.
And then I'll respond back with my email. Then send me your proof of funds or pre-approval if you're going through a lender.
All right. So I'll text you my email and let's move forward. All right, man. Well, hey, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Of course, man. Thanks.
Yeah, bye. This is gold right here, guys. I'm about to get a bumping deal. Everybody, enjoy. I'm glad you watched. I hope it was good. This is how it's done. You make calls, you make offers, you get it done.